Equity Group, the largest banking services company in East Africa, has announced the release of its sustainability report for the 2024 financial year. Now, that report reveals the group's operations, governance, growth, partnerships, and other parameters that help the company to deliver value to its stakeholders. Now, let's take excerpts from the report presentations made earlier today in Nairobi.
The continent holds the key to solving some of humanity's most urgent challenges, principally climate change, food insecurity, and inclusive growth. Yet, while Africa bears the greatest cost of a crisis it did not cause, we refuse to be defined by vulnerability. Instead, we are determined to turn these challenges into engines of transformation and resilience. How we manage and harness these assets will determine whether humanity can truly achieve global climate goals, equitable development, food security, and shared prosperity. At Equity Group, we believe that a transformed Africa, self-reliant, green, equitable, and innovative would define a new model of development for the world. A private sector-led development framework that will offer Africans a more prosperous future on their terms. Africa's success in sustainability is humanity's collective victory. While it is true that many global challenges, such as climate change, has been driven largely by the developed world, Africa today bears the heaviest cost. Yet, we refuse, once again, to be defined by vulnerability, poverty, and instead, we see opportunity and prosperity. Africa can turn these challenges into engines of transformation, but only through strategic partnerships, and I'm really glad to see our partners here today. Catalytic blended finance. I'm happy to see donors and philanthropists with us today. And innovative de-risking mechanisms, and I'm happy to see the UN agencies represented here. For together, we can unlock private capital for green and inclusive development. Equity Group has and will continue standing ready to play its part, locally embedded and contextually grounded among our people, yet globally connected and influential. We are building bridges between the African's potential and global capital, between local innovations and international best practices, between community empowerment and planetary sustainability. We choose to anchor sustainability at the core of our business. At Equity Group, sustainability is not an add-on, it is our strategic compass. It points to our true north. It is embedded in our governance, our leading, and our culture as our third engine. It guides how we invest, who we partner with, and how we measure success. Our African Recovery and Resilience Plan is our pathway to resilience and transformation. The African Recovery and Resilience Plan, as we fondly call it, ARRP, remains our blueprint for inclusive transformation, anchored on a three-engine model. We are taking bold, forward-looking steps to translate our vision into action through several initiatives. In 2024, we deepened the integration of sustainability across our operations at our trio-engine model, our commercial, social, and sustainability engines. When we look at our commercial engine, we see it driving productivity and enterprise growth, from micro, small, and medium enterprises to manufacturing through borrowing, investing, insuring, moving, and savings, our business model. When we look at our social engine, Powered by Equity Group Foundation, we see investment in people through education, health, enterprise, food and agriculture, conservation, energy and environment, social protection and technology, and innovation for young people to build their dreams. And you were right. We ask us, what is our single biggest impact? We are always torn between inclusion, education, and increasingly, people are saying the blood in future will be defined by health. So you were right. Help us to make it more impactful. In 2024 alone, Equity Group Foundation supported over 38,000 scholars, trained more than 72,000 farmers, and expanded Equity Afya Network to 132 medical clinics, with 3.3 million patients visiting the clinics. That is what the social hygiene is doing. Turning to sustainability hygiene, we see the group integrating social ESG principles across our lending, supply chain, and operations, mobilizing climate and nature finance while improving our resource efficiency. Through our blueprint, we continue to accelerate primary productivity gains through regenerative and climate-smart agriculture, agro-processing, and value addition, linking producers and markets. That is what we think sustainability is: commercial, social, and sustainability through climate and nature interventions. We recognize that this required an empowered and skilled population, hence our continued investment in capacity building to de-risk access to economic opportunities.
Let me say pongezi to Equity, its leadership, the fraternity of Equity for this sustainability report. I think we were here last year in Karura. We moved to Arboretum, but I think it is a continuous commitment by Equity to advance this issue of sustainability, and it needs to be commended. And I think we can clap for Equity and we can clap for ourselves. I just want to echo what both James and Stephen have said about the value and the forces of partnerships and collaborating together to address these very global challenges. I agree with you, James, that your approach, which is Africa needs to be an actor of change and not a passive victim of decisions being made by others, is the way to go. And it is the way we're building this partnership with you. I think we walked the journey with Equity since a long time. We start with Proparco to support the private sector and the SMEs in transforming the economy, including by supporting climate resilience agriculture. And I think we have results. What I like with you, James, is that as much as you're an excellent banker in boardrooms, you're also very conscious of the impact. And when I challenge you to see whatever impact we have.